All right, welcome back to D&D Run. So, last week, a plan had formed where you had split the team into two different teams. Team Legal, who went around getting information in a legal fashion, and Team Crime, who had decided to get the information you wanted about the mustering soldiers in a less than legal fashion. The Team Legal was able to meet with the Count of Kurag, and from there you were able to find out information of the political landscape a little better, why these soldiers are mustering. Team Crime, on the other hand, was less than successful with a meeting with the Iron Masters that required them to case and rob a wizard's house. The wizard's security proved to be a bit more than you were expecting, with various plans falling to pieces. And eventually, you also met with the wizard, Varen Veros. You had messaged him in-game a few days ago, who has arrived and is actually going to be meeting with the wizard and has already opened up a doorway, met with you all, and is now brought you onto his property in order to, facilitate the meeting. So, we leave off with you all standing in the front yard as Varen heads up to the front door of the manor house.
Oh, would sure suck if somebody was on his bad side.
I think Team Legal has no idea they've been fucking around with this wizard tower. So Graham is just, he's had a good morning.
Yep, I'm just following them right into the tower.
Yep. Well, it's not a tower. It's like a 2-story tall house.
His humble abode.
To give you a brief description of the manor, the one you saw last week, it is similar to your manor that the Crossblades has. It is a square body building, 2 stories tall, right in the center, with 2 single-story wings flanking either side. One interesting thing you've noticed, though, is that there only appears to be a single door that is flanked by 2 statues, and there don't seem to be any windows that you can determine. It looks like it's just stone that is basically just creating a kind of brick stone house that nothing like that. So approaching the actual door, the statues begin to move. They open up the door for Varen. Very first time you've seen this happen. Normally the door just opened by itself when you were casing the place, and he steps inside.
Graham will follow after.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, follow through. Do we know the name of this wizard who we were casing?
Funny enough, you never actually asked for it.
Oh.
All right. So I should just assume the entirety of you have entered into this home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Entering in, the door shuts behind you, and the home itself, it's Gesundheit, is very well furnished. All you see in this kind of entry hallway, it is Gesundheit. It's 3 plush couches surrounding a small table. There are food and drinks on the table itself. Looks like a selection of pastries and fruit, as well as what appears to be tea or maybe coffee in a pot. Candles that are illuminating the place just kind of float in the air, kind of circling around above. And sitting in one of the couches, you see a half-elven man in a kind of silk robe. Doesn't go down to the floor. It cuts off around the knee. He was wearing nice pants as well as a nice pair of house shoes. A cup of coffee floats to him, and he just picks it up out of the air and starts drinking from it. It's like, Varen, good to see you. Varen comes in. He's like, welcome. These are a group of friends of mine. He motions to your group. Everyone, please. This is my dear friend Ballas Preskin.
Well, good morning. My name's Graham of the Potter's Field. Pleased to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. This came at an interesting time. My security has informed me that some people have been attempting to, I assume, break into this home, but we are perfectly safe. I just wished you to be aware of that fact.
Appreciate that.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
to know. Thank you for letting us know.
Actually, my security will be down in just a moment to meet with us.
Is there anything worth rolling insight for on Lucian or Kaido? Like, how are you playing that off?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That
super
seems like a real
nonchalant.
problem.
Just like, yeah.
Shit, he has a security problem.
We were doing
That sucks.
protection services also. You know,
Yep.
I think you
information
would.
gathering. We weren't breaking in. We were just
We are
information
security. We're security testers. We test
I
to see how good
think
your security
Graham
is.
would have to probably like not roll insight, but maybe like a perception check, like on based off like how they said it.
There's nothing to perceive. We're telling the truth.
Okay. If they're playing it cool, then Graham does not know to give them a critical side eye yet.
Everything's cool.
If you believe the lie, is it still a lie?
Only
Yes.
to the person lying to themselves.
I mean,
Only
we
the
knew they
person
were
lying
doing
to them.
crime. They called themselves Team Crime. And what were they doing over here?
Anyway,
I mean, I
let's
stole
move
a
on,
boat.
Ian. We're
I
not
don't
having this
appreciate
conversation
it.
in front of them.
No.
Somebody just rang my doorbell. I'll worry about it later. All right, so what is?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Is that the alarm? Is that the
Is
wizard's
that the
alarm?
security?
I'm not expecting anybody today, so I'm not going to bother with it. Anyway, so Alf. So from this meeting room that you're in, you have a. One second, everyone. I'm just going to pause and take a quick peek at this.
No problem.
Okay, so back at the actual manor house. So from the side wing, you actually do see, and Team Crime would recognize him, a human man wearing armor, and he has at his side what looks to be a rapier, as well as holding a candle as he walks through the manor house. Sir, he looks over to your group.
Can we?
Graham tips his hat. Or I guess he would have taken it off indoors.
He wouldn't recognize me though, right? I've been in disguises this whole time. Maybe Kaito though.
He
I'll
would.
I'll give him a wave.
I'm wearing a tricorn now.
Tipping it real low. Low as the
Perfect.
sundown.
He looks over your group, heads over to his employer and whispers something to him.
What?
His employer looks at your group.
Can we? Can I insight that if he recognizes somebody?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's let me swap over to my Graham button. There we go.
Oops, 10. Why
Okay.
is it still on? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't take a lot. He does recognize, kind of see him eyeing both Kaido and Lucian.
I follow him. Can I follow his gaze
Yeah.
and insight them?
Sure. Kaido, Lucian, how are you acting exactly?
Cool as a cucumber. Okay.
Super cool. I'm looking around like it's a museum, just looking at the stuff, completely unaware that there is a security guard talking about us. I'm mesmerized by the insides of this wizard's house.
There's my insight on them.
They are attempting to act cool rather than, being legitimately unconcerned.
Graham kind of has the hold the pain Herald look for a moment.
Otto's gonna let out a annoyed sigh and look back to them. Not them, the wizard and his guard.
You got to roll for that. You got to see if it's an actual good sign.
I rolled a 19 on the insight on you too.
There's a sigh in insight.
I wish he he rolled a 1 on sighing. Just sneezes by mistake, knocks something over. The house is on
You know,
fire.
you would roll the 1, and I would probably roll like a nat 20.
No, I
Like
don't know.
didn't
I
you
got
roll
some good
1 for like
rolls.
trying to cry?
Oh yeah.
I mean-
And, like, failed
roleplay
at it or
rolls
something?
suck. Yeah, like 4 times I.
Tried to cry.
The wizard, Ballas Preskin, looks over to your group. It's like, appears the would-be thieves are closer than I was expecting.
What'd you do?
All right, so here's the deal.
I'm gonna stare at Kaido intently, waiting for this explanation.
I'm gonna give Piffle the side eye.
Piffle
See if he wants to say
looks
something.
genuinely surprised. And
Oh.
innocent.
All right.
In fact, I'll roll a die to confirm how genuinely surprised and innocent I look, if you wish.
Yeah, go do a deception roll if you would.
Copy that.
Or you could do a performance if you want.
Ooh. Both of those seem appropriate. Let me see what I got here. I like this one.
Fiffle, you look aptly innocent.
Piffle's eyes get kind of big.
Puppy eyes it.
Yeah. Blink, blink.
I'm gonna ask which one of them.
Well, let's see here. We have the points to Kaido. That gentleman there was...
I'll give out a gasp. Me? I'll look behind me like he's pointing at somebody that was behind me, actually. I'll be, what?
One of my neighbors caught him floating above his home, overlooking my home, and my guard caught him attempting to, I suppose, case this area by landing a broken boat on the shore of my home. And
Piffle now is going to step in and be like, wait. You're accusing these men of being thieves based on this?
I suppose, yes, I am.
That seems a rather thin justification, sir.
Well, the other one is the, he points to Lucien. It's like, is Lucien still in disguise?
Lucien was first in disguise as
This was like a week
fisherman.
later.
and then a couple days ago.
Piffle told
And
him
then
to
a
drop
homeless
his
man.
disguise.
Which
And
just...
he's no longer a homeless man.
Yeah, it was like...
He
and,
is in his nice fine robes that he had underneath.
and the tabaxi here was found pretending to be a fisherman.
Again, I don't see what this has to do with thievery.
Oh yeah,
Let
I mean
me-
I
let
was
me
fishing
present
here
you-
a couple days ago, but
Let me present to you an alternative theory that fits the facts just as well as your wild-eyed accusations.
I'm willing to hear this for my own personal amusement.
I, Piffle Tulip, an agent of the Crossblades, an upstanding, law-abiding adventurers guild, received word that the local thieves guild, the Iron Masters, were planning to rob a local wizard.
Uh-huh.
And so I dispatched members of the Crossblades to observe local wizards and see if we could catch these criminals in the act.
Oh, of course. Yes, that makes sense. Quick question, though. The Crossblades is an adventuring guild. Who hired you to investigate the Iron Masters?
We tend to investigate in general wherever we happen to be. It's part of adventuring. We have to investigate things.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say this, but I can actually attest to that. We do try to figure out what's going on where we go, because sometimes it surprises us. Just kind of directed over at Team Crime.
Piffle nods vigorously.
Fiffle, go ahead and make a deception roll.
Get us out of trouble, dice.
They are nice. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
God damn, old man.
Yeah. Well, I feel you went about that the wrong way, and honestly, I think you should have just simply come to me and talk about the Iron Masters. But yes, they've been on some, I don't know what you'd really call it, some tangent attempting to get me to pay their protection money. being rather
Indeed.
upset with my answer.
Yeah, that's some dirty business. Now, if it so transpired that you wanted to shut down those Iron Masters and take care of that situation, I'm sure that the Crossblades would be standing ready to assist you.
I don't feel the need for it. I simply disintegrated one of their initial members, and they haven't bothered me since.
That would
That
do
does
it.
sound effective.
And may I ask if you found them to be, and I point to Kaido and Lucien, just as of an annoyance, would you have disintegrated them?
Only if they had threatened me or attempted to actually break into my property. Simply being an annoyance is not justifiable.
Lucian is gonna mumble, "Yeah, you could try, motherfucker."
I'm sorry, what was that?
There's a tickle in my throat. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Ernest just like eating snacks with Aurora, watching everything.
They're good snacks, like very well cooked. Fruit's fresh. Doesn't grow here normally. It has to come from another country.
Why my camera keeps not picking me up?
Well, if they haven't caused you more than an annoyance, I am most grateful for that.
Well, if
Try
they're...
to sour the first introduction in such a way.
I find it more amusing than anything, but yes. And if this was, as you say, you were attempting to investigate the Iron Masters and protect me from their...
Machinations.
I was going to use a far more harsh word, but yes, that's a good way to describe it. Then you have my thanks.
Well, you're very welcome.
Piffle writes in his diary later that today I fooled a wizard.
Well, Graham is just kind of relieved they managed to disarm that particular bomb.
I will admit it was going to be rather difficult, but with that 27 deception roll, I didn't strictly see a reason to continue that.
I feel like if it was a competitive role, there might have been a zone of truth happening at some point.
I got the ring of mind shielding. What's up? Kaido, you're fucked.
Well, he would have just
fly
told
away
everything.
from all
Think
these
about
weird
that.
situations
Your
always.
ring would have not mattered.
Because of what?
If he spoke, you get ratted out. Think about that. The ring wouldn't have helped you.
You can't protect
I'm
your
not,
Fly away from all these
I'm
situations.
not responsible for other people's behaviors. Anyway,
Well then, you've, let's see here. Actually, why are you here? You wish to speak with me?
we were with
Aurora.
Varen Veros. He said he was visiting a wizard. We thought we would tag along.
Oh yeah,
Wizards are cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we're looking for information on the happenings in the local towns.
That's
Fern,
right.
you should take out Hank and get him acquainted with his pops.
Oh yeah.
Oh, kink.
He
I'll poke
keeps
Hank and
asking
wake him
for
up.
hands. How do we get him hands?
Ah,
And why is he asking for so many hands? What
I
did you raise him on?
believe he... Well, as a mimic of holding, his purpose is to hold objects that I would like him to, and to protect said objects from thieves who would reach their hands into it.
That would do it.
And I believe he points to you, Otto. You had a question concerning some rather interesting ideas of going to hell?
Yeah. So I will pull out the diamond,
Mhm.
and Jesus Christ, this is gonna take a while. I will give him the rundown. I don't know how long this would take, like in game. Probably
Yeah.
like 30 minutes.
Give him the rundown, like,
Demon attack, wife, spirit, taken to hell, want to go to hell to get wife, the Brother Bones thing, where he said this is just a communication device.
Why is
And
Otto
what-
talking like he's Google searching?
And I want to go to hell.
ah,
What
interesting.
do you do for that?
Oh, I had no idea you met my, I had no idea you met a member of the Tellar, Brother Bones. Well, anyway, that's certainly an interesting story. I would actually recommend against it, personally. It's quite dangerous down there. But I can understand your desire to free your wife. Well, there are spells that could let you get there. Things that would let you cross planes of existence.
We need a two-way trip to hell. Maybe you should emphasize that. We need to come back from hell.
Oh yes, a powerful enough wizard could definitely bring you down there using specific spells. You could also search for possible magic items that could bring you there as well. I believe there are gates that were created for the purpose of traveling through various planes for those who don't strictly have the wizard on hand to assist them. Options.
Where could we find one of these gates that you
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Oh, that's actually a very interesting question, because it's all part of the Arwellan Empire. They, in fact, had been experimenting with gates for I suppose, cross-planar imperialism. But as far as I'm aware, certain experiments never yielded strictly exciting results. But as far as I can tell, I haven't actually found one of the gates myself, but I have unearthed specific notes indicating that a prototype gate was created and was then shut down for reasons unknown.
Well, I can't help but wonder if the reasons unknown might include it worked exactly as advertised. We are talking about hell.
Oh, it's entirely possible. Specifically, the gate was not necessarily to go to hell, but simply to go to other planes of existence, visiting either the Shadowfell or things of that nature. But I have considered that possibility. Yes, it was in fact a experiment that was too successful.
Would these happen to be from the inventor Zaffeler?
Yes, definitely a inventor of the era. Possibly could be centuries before you saw another mind like his.
Didn't we use one of these to? This is out of character. Didn't we use one of these to teleport?
Yeah, he's talking about those gates we used to teleport.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I know he's talking
Zaffeler.
about the gates. I'm just trying to remember which one we used.
We used the one to get back to the island that we did our first little stint on, the in between Vaxfall and our old land.
Oh, you're possibly referencing the Farcaster gates. No, those are for intraplanar travel. Basically, traveling within this plane of existence as is. Not cross-planar travel, which would be far more in-depth and require a vastly more powerful spell.
Could it be at the observatory of all their central research?
Central research is an interesting question, as they have numerous different labs and experimental chambers set up. The rationale behind it being if one experiment goes rather wrong and causes an issue, the lab itself can be shut down and it won't jeopardize any of their other experiments. I would recommend speaking to a dedicated archaeologist, but it's entirely possible that there was a Farcaster unit that was set up in the lab you're looking for.
Yeah, the count said that somebody was what was it? Bounty hunting artifacts in the south or something? Not bounty hunting, I forgot the term they used.
Oh yeah, they were robbing the archaeological sites.
They were robbing the archaeological site.
Yes, that's an unfortunate thing. The artifacts there can be worth quite a bit of money, but you do in fact need permission, either directly from the Duke or indirectly through one of his assigned organizations, like the Academy, to be able to search for artifacts and any archaeological digs.
Well, we
do have something of a partnership with the Academy.
Yeah, and we did speak with the Count here about the thieves in the site to the south.
I'm assuming as long as you don't, take anything that isn't
right.
strictly yours, you should be fine. But or at least receive permission to gather it.
They want us to grab the guy and bring him down to Vaxfall for the bounty.
Well, good luck with that one. It's outside of my area of expertise. But yes, if you wish to go to hell, I can send you there right now. The only problem is I won't be coming with you, and you'd have to find a way back.
Hi, guys.
Why are we going to hell again?
For Otto's wife is trapped.
Yeah, like
here.
how serious is it between you and your wife? Like, do we like you still like her like
You
that?
sure
or-
wanted to go to hell until the chance appears, and you like backtrack, didn't you?
Listen, it's becoming more of a reality. It's no longer a pep talk, but an actual trip now. I'm just making sure that you're serious with your wife, and it's not like, you know.
Yeah,
it's
you're
because
coming.
You kind of have
Don't worry, you're
to.
coming. I'm gonna make sure
Alright.
you're the first one through.
Otto,
Wait,
I'm
1st one
right
through.
with you.
I'm
I
not
have
saving your wife.
business.
I'm assisting in saving your wife.
Yeah,
You
that's
want
why I'm
her
gonna
to
make
see
sure
your
you go
face
through.
first.
I think what my colleagues are trying to say is
Yes.
now is
point
probably
us
not
us
the
away
time
to hell.
start a journey to hell.
Why did your wife get sent to hell, Otto?
He wants
Uh,
to save his wife.
so this is Atticus. So the basically the backstory for Otto is he used to live in some village where we started, and it was burned down, and all the citizens were like soul siphoned and sent to hell.
Damn. That's rough.
That was just this like
All the villagers, or only the ones that deserved it?
too long didn't read.
Damn. Otto, I'm with you. If we go to hell, I'll be right by your side.
I'm with you too, I guess. Is it hot in hell?
Yeah, you can wear shorts.
All
We've
right,
elected
fair
for a
enough.
business casual damnation.
I will not remove this tricorn if it is the last piece of.
That'll be your anchor to this plane.
Yeah, pretty much. I was also trying to mimic that movie In the Army Now, when he goes, "You're going to Chad," and he goes, "Is it hot in Chad?" But nobody got it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Sorry.
It was a Polly Shore line. It's fine.
He made me watch it. It was actually pretty good.
Oh.
Awesome.
Well, alternatively, if you know any teleportation gates, then you could, or teleportation circles, you could utilize those.
Can we utilize those to come back also?
If you have the spell, yes.
Can I do an Arcana check to like know from the history of me being an Eldritch Knight at this point anything about any teleportation gates? I'm proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's give it a shot. Teleport gates or where to find them. Hey.
All right. Yeah. So you've actually, funny enough, read somewhat recently about various teleportation gates. So the actual physical location of a gate you could use is outside of that area of expertise. But what you do know is that you would typically find these with very powerful wizards, or at least teleportation gates that would be having been used by wizards that have since passed on. The actual teleportation gate itself, it's similar to the Farcaster unit, then it will just work by itself. But teleportation circles, which are more common, would require a plane shift spell to be cast, which can then bring you to that circle and back again.
Okay. I will share that with the group. Say, hey, I do remember reading about this, and insert everything.
Graham
DM
looks
just-
kind of impressed.
It was the only book I ever read, so
Only book you paid
The Cat in the
attention to?
Hat teaches interplanar magic.
yeah.
Well, you'd have to actually read a little bit to get your spells, but yes, it's...
Right. Just that. I
Just
read-
enough.
I don't actually read the spell book. I read the back of it at like
I
Barnes
read
and
it for the
Nobles,
articles.
like a real quick.
Notes.
There's no pictures in this spell book. How am I supposed to know what to do?
You read. You're an image reader.
Pop-up
Yes.
spellbook.
How to fireball?
That's a how you can animation.
That's awesome.
That might
So-
be an option. We may need to contract your services when we're good and ready, but this may be so bold, but I feel like a trip to hell is gonna need a little bit of preparation before we just dive right in.
I'd recommend it.
I certainly plan on coming back. I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, well, just that, I could send you there to a teleportation circle. The issue is also, once again, getting back from there. Because
Who
I
would know
won't
how
be
to get
coming.
back?
A powerful wizard, one who knows the plane shift spell.
Well, we have a wizard. I don't know if he knows plane show.
I will need to be level like 9 to do that.
Okay.
Maybe more even. I gotta double check.
It's a
It's a
7th
while.
I feel
level.
like if we had a level 9 wizard, we'd have like a whole different set of problems we'd be dealing with.
Yeah. Hell is trying to come to us. How do we stop it?
Alternatively, you could possibly look for maybe a magic item or scroll.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, scroll.
Would you be able to make us a spell scroll to bring us back from hell? And our wizard can actually cast it, but it's at least stored in the scroll?
I don't think I could cast it either.
If it's in a scroll, it's already prepared. You just have to
No, you
channel
still
it.
have to have a certain level of casting ability to cast it.
Oh,
It's a
really?
spell
I did
slot
not know
even.
that.
It's probably even a spell slot that I
No
don't have.
way. What?
Yeah.
How was Grog able to cast Fireball then in Critical Role?
I don't know.
Critical Role.
No critical roll.
It might have been a wand. I'm
Ah,
not sure.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I never mind.
Well, I do actually have a number of different items that could be used for that. I do a lot of planar travel.
Oh.
For like 10,000 gold.
Well, no, gold's meaningless to me. I don't have any real use for it anymore. But but you're quite correct. I'm not willing to part with it, as it was very difficult to create, and it spent a lot of time and effort to actually create it. And while you have been very...
What about perhaps a lease?
We can bring back artifacts. I'm sure there are artifacts from hell. We can bring
We'll
back
get you some
something
cool
from-
stuff from hell, yeah.
Yeah, some hell stuff.
I find you all to be very proficient on this plane, but arriving in the land of devils would be it's a very different story, and I'm almost certain you would be killed. For your own good, I'm not sending you there right now.
Well, how about if you give us a
Grandma's like,
trial?
Thank you.
You give us a trial. Maybe you give us something so we can
What
prove
kind of-
ourselves to you.
What kind of
Yeah,
preparations
I like
do
that.
we need for this?
Could you summon a demon to test our
Practice
ourselves?
demon.
Yeah, practice
I could
demon.
send you to the elemental plane of fire if you wish to experience planar shift.
And if we come back in, let's say, a day, we passed your test and you can send us to hell.
Piffle's like looking back and forth between you guys and the wizard with like increasing. His eyebrows keep like.
Trying to fight some demons, damn it.
I think we should sideline the hell dimensional
Oh.
travel conversation for the moment.
All right.
But the
kind of
training
preparation?
demon, maybe not so
What kind of preparation do we need for this?
Preparation H.
Well, I would recommend you be proficient in killing
Stands for hell.
the various members of hell, demons and devils. You would also want to learn their writing and language. I would recommend you stock up on healing items, and understand that it's an incredibly hostile area. You are not going to find any allies down there.
I do speak Infernal. Would that help?
Except for Otto's wife.
You speak Infernal?
I do. I studied under a very demonic wizard.
Succubus, probably.
Interesting.
No,
But
she killed him. I will find her.
that's useful to know, and interesting that a succubus killed a wizard, but I suppose it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Even wizards can make mistakes here or there.
By succubi.
But yes, it's an incredibly hostile environment. You should assume that everything down there will be attempting to kill you. And you are going to be hard-pressed to find any area where you can be safe. I have to ask, if you need to bed down for the night, will you be able to protect yourself if something attacks you? And remember, if something does attack you, the actual ability to continue resting for the night would be interrupted.
Sounds like we're gonna have to put a pin in it, Otto. Maybe you need to just miss your wife for a little bit longer. In the meantime, maybe we need to practice on some other enemies.
It's
A dragon.
very possible.
Her soul is very safe where it is. It's not going anywhere else. It'll be there.
Jeez, it'll be there.
You guys are
It'll be
the
there
least
for
convincing-
eternity.
Don't worry,
You guys are-
PETA has adopted your dog. They love animals.
Mhm.
You're the least like convincing allies I've ever had.
We're trying to help you here.
I
It's like-
when the time comes, I'll be there with you, Otto. I just don't think now's the time. Not if
It's
you
like-
want to get her and get back out.
No, the convincingness is like we're trying to help and we're throwing gasoline into a fire.
So what could we do as a first step to get ourselves and our friend the revenge that we need? What
It's
would you
stronger, it
suggest?
seems like.
I mean, definitely, but more succinctly,
I could.
specifically.
Well, I suppose I have some ideas in mind to investigate archaeological digs. If you could survive there and secure the dig sites for me, I would be at least willing to part with something that could get you back. The other thing you might want to do is actually seek out any demons, devils, and ensure that you could actually kill them.
Sorry, are we talking to Varen or Ballas here?
Varen. This is Varen.
Varen. Okay.
Uh,
Could you take us to a dungeon now and we'll clear it and prove our worth?
No, I'm actually quite busy, but I
Honestly,
appreciate
right,
your can-do attitude.
All right, worth a try.
I must say, a group you're interesting. Most people don't wish to go to hell ever. You certainly are an odd bunch, but at least you're interesting.
I'll take that. It's I've heard less kind about more about less daft ideas. But,
Would you be able to point us into a direction of where we could find one of these ruins you were mentioning?
there's one to the south.
It's one of
what?
the same ones he's mentioning. I know we have a ruin we need to go to, but
Oh, well, you should expect to find Arwellian ruins under or near most major cities. And I'm also trying to decipher some notes that are not only written in an older language, but are also coded, that are hiding various informations that point to sites out in the wilderness for more, as they described, esoteric experiments.
okay, very nice.
Sounds great. Keep us in
Sounds-
mind.
It does sound like it's promising. Now,
Otto, do you know the location of the one you were mentioning in the south?
And let me see.
Like-
I believe where are we in Kira right now?
Yep. He did not actually mention the location
Oh.
specifically, just that it was south of Kirog and within their territory.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. I don't know if this will be the kind of affairs you keep up on, but I'm sure you've noticed they're mustering armies here and there.
Mhm.
And we had a little conversation with the mayor, and he reckoned it was mostly saber rattling, and he was just mustering his own force as a precaution. Have you heard anything in your circles about what's going on with that?
I probably talked with the count actually, not the mayor.
Yeah. This,
Yeah. Big difference.
I generally don't keep abreast of politics as is. I prefer to look back at it after
Abreast.
enough years have passed to make it observable from an outside perspective. I also don't strictly care about the movements of armies.
Fair
But
enough.
I will say from history has taught me that saber rattling and ignoring threats has brought down many an empire and kingdom. So perhaps be more weary of such things.
Mm.
What about dragons? We actually came up here before we found out about the saber rattling to hunt a dragon. Have you heard of this dragon nearby at all?
I've heard of many dragons. I've heard of this rather large dragon that's been flying up down the river or even the coast. That's
What-
the
what
most
color?
interesting.
What color is that dragon?
Oh, I've heard different reports, black or red.
So we heard of one in north of Silsanis, and we were thinking about going to take a peek at it.
Oh yes, I've heard of young dragon up there, is what the rumor says. Preying on farms and villages. I'm not interested in zoological study
Concern.
currently.
I see. Well, what did you come to see Ballas for?
Oh, I just wanted to stop by and say hello to my friend. I haven't seen Valis in forever. Or Ballas in many years.
I see.
And I thought, why not? You asked me to swing by. He's asked me to come by. I figured now's as good a time as any, and I'm not in any extra planar activities currently.
Okay.
So this is a party, right?
Valis cuts in. No, not at all.
Damn.
You're welcome to stay if you'd like, but
No, I think
Friends, we
things
have
are
a
gonna
lot
be
of.
nice and quiet and calm for these gentlemen today. So kindly hosting you. Piece of shit.
Sure, just wondering if we could party a bit,
Ain't no party like a wizard party.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
wizard
yeah.
party is illegal
Yeah,
under
some
several
crazy
international
potions
treaties.
or something.
So it looks like we have
Magical
plenty of different
mushrooms?
ways to go, my friends.
actually, if you would
that.
like, I have a potion I've been testing out.
What does
Sure, what kind of
do?
What
potion?
type of potion?
What does it do?
I'm not entirely sure.
God.
Oh, immediately
you-
no.
You have it on
What-
hand?
What was
What's
the
the
aim of the
intended
potion?
Sounds safe and fun.
Yeah, what was the aim of the potion when you started?
Oh, yeah, to increase physical capabilities.
I see. Well, I think I'm okay.
I would take a sip. Why not? We'll try it.
He, Valis reaches into his robe and takes out a vial. Has a little wooden stand he places it in, pulls the cork out the top. You do see some steam coming from it.
Nice.
Means it's good.
That good shit.
Let me get a bump for 3 gold.
What?
What?
What's your
What?
five
What?
gold?
I got 5s on. I got 3s on it.
Now, do you have balloons of potions or just baggies of potions?
That's nickel and dime shit, alright? Silver and copper bullshit. Will steam off this vial?
Yep.
So, just to clarify, you said it was intended for physical strength, but I felt like there was a but there.
The butt is the mystery part, but
Well, I haven't done any testing on any buddy or thing yet, so I don't know what the end.
Listen, my
Shrinks your
strength
test-
is
it's
negative
testosterone.
currently, so I have very little to lose, unless anybody else wants to give it a go.
imagine if it's
I
like
wouldn't
it,
take that from you.
it brings
I have
your
a lot-
strength up, but magic goes down.
Oh no, it shouldn't affect magic in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it was
Hold on a
meant
second.
for me, just in case.
I'm good. I do not. Are you selling it or are you giving this?
Oh no,
away?
no, no!
Sounds-
This is a test. I wish to see what would happen. You simply must
mean-
ingest the entirety of it.
I will. I volunteer to be a guinea pig. It sounds like
Ooh, if it works, can
so
we get a
does
couple free ones?
Lucian.
What's it?
Well, I'd have to do a little bit more with it, refining and the like, but I don't see why I couldn't sell it to you if it does work.
I don't. I have no problem being the guinea pig on this one.
Masters.
Varen cuts in. Oh, don't tease or bully them. It's rude. It's unbecoming.
I want to see this. Take.
Why, Varen? Why do you say that?
He's obviously using you as a guinea pig, but
Right.
I must admit I'm also somewhat curious.
Would an
Me too.
arcana check help like figure out what it could possibly be, or no? Is that an identify?
You could try it and determine what the effects could be, but because this is an experiment and like brand new, it's going to be very difficult.
You know what? I'll just swig it.
Okay,
Bottoms up.
you
Make
drink it.
887 Constitution save.
Kaido has turned into a guinea pig.
Kaido goes to hell. Okay, we're going.
Hey!
You were dragging your feet. This was the only way.
Kaido. So it's hot. It's like drinking like a freshly
Sake.
brewed pot of hot coffee,
Oh,
but it's
nice.
also thick and oily as it goes down. It has like a acidy taste to it, very
Oh.
sour.
Oh,
It's
my.
not so bad that it makes you want to vomit, but it's like drinking like a almost hot sour oil,
That's pretty disgusting.
and it lands heavily in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And after
you
a
explode.
I don't
moment,
feel so hot.
you
That's a good description of something you
Feel-
should not drink.
your body shifting,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh, God.
you
a
feel
new
your
whim begins
Feels like prom night.
you feel like your armor and your clothes getting tight as your body begins to like swell, your muscles like grow larger.
Oh, God.
You
It's Morbin time.
specifically,
Preparation age time.
you need to do some investigation, but you can tell right away that you feel a lot healthier, and mechanically speaking, you gain 50 temporary hit points.
Damn.
Hey,
I gained 50 temporary hit points?
Yep.
how long does
I-
that last till?
Does he
I'm
look
a
like a sausage in
God!
his armor?
He definitely looks a lot larger. His muscles are more pronounced, and they are pushing against his clothing and armor. Maybe a little bit taller.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at the wizard and just go, "Is this? How long does this last? Do you think?"
I guess we'll find out.
It's the
Guys-
only way they'll learn.
The good news is I'm huge. The bad news is I don't think I could bend down without my armor popping off.
It's like, oh god, I am dating myself. It's like Buttlord GT.
I feel so strong yet so uncomfortable. I'd like to do an investigation check on myself just to make sure that there are no side effects.
Okay. How would you like to investigate?
I would like to. How would I like to investigate? I'd like to run down through all. Like, does it feel like I have a headache? Do I feel nauseous? Does it feel? How my feelings? I know I
You-
still feel sad inside, and I'm huge now, but everything else is okay.
Oh no, you feel great. Like you feel
okay, great.
absolutely physically fantastic. Like any pain or weakness or exhaustion you feel has left your body. Not like exhaustion like if you had been working really hard for hours and haven't had a rest. It's more like a pick-me-up, like a really strong coffee.
I'm on cocaine. Got it.
You can see sound.
Sounds more like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna start grinding my. I could see Bluetooth and Wi-Fi now.
It's 5G.
So through the grinding of my teeth, I will say, all right, guys, I think we're ready to. If we're gonna hit a dragon or if we're gonna hit something, we're gonna go. We have to go right now.
Right now.
I'm feeling jacked.
Would you care? Would you be able to just? I have a training field set up. Would you be able to just step into it for a moment?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Come with me.
Just the big guy or all of us?
Oh no, all of you can join me. I'm curious.
This
Oh,
might
wow.
as well. They probably need a chaperone.
I want to watch
Lena,
this.
Lena,
I
do
am
you
a
still have
god
snacks?
now. I
This should
don't-
be entertaining.
Yeah. What is Fern doing as this goes on?
She's bringing the snacks to watch what happens out there in the
Fuck
training
yeah,
field.
snacks.
Dinner and a show.
Is Hank still sleeping, or did he wake up?
You woke him up by poking him, but then he immediately like grabbed a pastry and went back to sleep.
Oh, okay. I thought he would be excited to see his dad.
We have to ask if he has a soul too, or Hank wants to ask.
Oh yeah, he wanted to ask that. We can do that afterwards. He's just
Did
napping. I
anybody
guess.
say swole or? Oh, you said soul.
Soul
I'm
to
sorry.
control.
Anyway, he brings you down to a basement. But funny enough, heading down into it further underground, you end up in an area as he leads you through a door into a room that opens up, and you see a sun in the sky. You see grass on the ground.
Oh
In
my
the middle,
God.
there is dirt, and there are training dummies,
Like Bleach.
archery targets,
Oh yeah.
things like that.
Huh. This is pretty interesting.
I love magic.
Oh yes, that's interesting. I don't particularly partake of fighting hand to hand myself, but it helps for my guard there. He leans over to. Actually, I didn't even tell you the guy's name. Thinking about it, Victor Fisk.
Mr. Fun Ruiner.
Victor here is my guard. He's been very insightful.
Is that the guy that threw my boat back into the fucking dick? I want to
He's
actually
trying
be
to case his
aggressive towards.
boss's house. Why is he got to be such an asshole about
Yeah,
it?
what an asshole. He's just too thorough. I hate it.
Anyway, he points to you, Kaido. Would you be so kind as to strike the dummy over there? And he points
Is
to
he
a.
pointing at Fisk or is he pointing at a
he-
dummy?
He
He's
just
pointing-
turns around and punches like Lucian.
He
I was
points.
gonna punch Fisk, but okay.
He points to a hay stuffed dummy. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I will attack the fuck at with my hands or sword.
We'll use whatever you desire.
I will attack it with my sword.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit. Okay, roll again because you have advantage.
Ah.
Well, the first one. Yeah, you could definitely feel that like the sword works really well in your hand, more so than you were expecting. The sword strikes the dummy square in the center. Go ahead and roll damage, and please add an extra 2d12.
Damn.
Oh. Okay, so here's the damage, and then here's the 2d12.
I'm waiting for the stinger. I am absolutely waiting for the twist.
All right, yep, so you deal 31 damage, 10 slashing, 21 force, as you just cleave the dummy in half, and it just explodes into hay and wood and canvas as the thing was just completely annihilated by your great sword strike.
Oh, I feel good.
Starts playing Metal Gear Rising.
Interesting.
How about sending us to hell now?
Still curious about something.
Oh.
Let's
So,
see.
I assume, like, out of character, I assume 31 damage is probably like a drop in the bucket.
Well, yeah, one action's usually 2 attacks, so hopefully it would have been
62,
yeah, something like that.
half a drop turns into a full drop.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I have it. You can fly, can't you?
I can.
Please fly up about anywhere between 10 to 300 feet.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fly up 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell on you. One moment. And he goes and he casts a spell. You can definitely see him. He doesn't. He just says the words, but you can feel the magic within the his voice, and these yellow bands streak out from the ground and attempt to grab your legs. Go ahead and make a strength save at advantage.
Strength save at advantage.
Yep.
I know how to do this with one button. There it is.
Well, the 17's good. You could definitely feel the bands weakening, but the that 17 just wasn't good enough, and the bands lock you in place. You're not able to move or fly around.
Oh.
Perhaps I should have used something more reasonable, but it does seem like you're stronger than you were.
So con saves and advantage on attacks. This is an amazing potion. I feel great as I'm grappled by these.
He releases the spell.
Yeah, I think we need. How easy was this to make? How much would you actually sell these for?
It wasn't
Finish
easy, and
off.
it wasn't, and probably a lot, but I'm definitely willing, especially as I need more actual field tests. Um, Around this point, Kaido, you actually feel strange, though.
It begins.
Please make a con save, not at advantage. Yeah, so, Kaido,
Oh no.
we're going to start by you taking
What?
14 necrotic damage as
Whoa.
all your temporary hit points vanish, and then you immediately take that 14.
Oh, they all the temp goes
The
away,
50 hit points of temp disappear,
and then 14 to my regular.
and you take 14 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and you gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh,
Say 2 levels.
As
2 levels of exhaustion. Where do I add that? Right.
your body is. You're feeling great, and you land, and then almost suddenly, like, you feel a cold chill. Your muscles aren't bulging anymore.
Oh no.
The strength you were feeling, the lack of exhaustion, the just physical prowess vanishes almost instantly, and you're just covered in cold sweat. You feel
Oh.
lesser, and then in the pit of your stomach, you just feel this pain, like the really bad food poisoning, and you double over,
Appendicitis. Oh god.
Men vomiting.
and yeah, you're not feeling great.
How long did it last for?
Uh,
Since I ingested the potion.
Pazel looks at his watch. 10 minutes. Not bad.
10 minutes. Okay, well, in a fight, this is really good.
This sounds super worth it. Yeah, we'll take a dozen.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
no, this is quite. This is not ready for actual. I have to refine it some more.
Us, I mean,
But if we were gonna take your prototype ones for a lower price or for guinea pig reasons,
or
I
to
would
sell
still
on the street.
take 'em
I
for
mean,
10
not,
minutes.
not do that.
That's actually the only batch I have. I'll need
Ah.
some more time to prepare additional ones.
I feel like I'm coming down. This is like the worst withdrawal I've ever been through my life.
Oh yes,
have
no.
so
It's like
little bit that I
rubbing
can
his
have.
arm and sniffling.
Got a little bit
You're
more
going to be in a bit of
Okay.
pain for the near future, but
Hang on, I got you. Graham will cast a Cure Wounds on you. One moment.
Counterspell. Just kidding.
I will cast it at level 2. So you get
Oh.
16 HP back.
oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. Does that remove any exhaustion or no?
No. So the intense
Thank
pain
you,
you were
Graham.
feeling in your stomach disappears, but you still feel absolutely exhausted, like you had been running for 2 solid days and have not had any rest.
Would this be considered a magical effect?
Not in this case. No, it's the body
Magical effect did it
is
to you. Now it's a physical.
yeah.
Symptom. Yeah.
Yep.
I will say I feel like shit. I don't feel good, but I have to say it was worth it if we're in a pickle to actually get some of those potions, just as a way to get out. Worth.
Sounds like it.
Everything else not worth. Also,
Mhm.
I need
We
I
shall
need to
call them pickle potions.
Yes, in a pickle potion.
We
What-
used like pickle jars for them.
What does this exhaustion do at second level?
Second level exhaustion causes.
Oh, speed
Half movement
tab
speed and like,
and disadvantage on ability checks.
Yep.
Gotcha. Wow. Speed
Oh,
tab.
you're gonna have to behave for 24 hours. Holy crap.
Actually, he's going to need to get 2 long rests.
48 hours. This is amazing.
Not for you guys, because I'm not behaving.
Graham is gonna kind of look over at the security guy and see if he's getting some catharsis from watching this.
Make an insight check.
That security guard could suck a bag of dicks.
Just a little amused by it.
Graham kind of catches his eye and gives him just a knowing, not quite smile of like, yeah, no, you get used to it. You got to do it every day, but it gets easier.
Interesting, very interesting. Now, Brave Warrior, please tell me. You're the one who's getting into fights. Would you prefer that the effects be as strong as they are now? Or would you prefer I cut back the benefits while also reducing the drawbacks of this?
No, I would keep it.
Very well.
I mean, you could make 2 iterations of it, a weaker and a stronger. But if I was going to use this for getting out of a pickle, I would want it to go as hard as it could possibly go, and then once I'm safe and out of the situation, then I'll deal with the repercussions. But this is a good get out of jail free potion for sure.
Ah, good. Now, the other thing is the ingredients are incredibly expensive, but I think I can find a shorter lasting version that's much more affordable.
What are these prices going to be looking like?
Well, I'd have to do a total calculation, but I'd probably be dropping it from several thousand down to less.
Hey, didn't this guy say that gold means nothing to him since he can just like?
Actually, Varen Vero said this. You're talking to the other guy.
Okay.
All right, so you must be able to also reverse these symptoms that you've caused, my friend, now, right? Or compensate them for them.
No.
Guinea pigs usually receive some kind of compensation, no?
He asked and you said yes, buddy.
I don't remember signing a contract that said I was going to provide compensation.
Oh, no?
It's fine.
So
It's fine. I'm just a little exhausted.
Harm your guests like that? No, I see. It's okay.
I didn't harm him. I asked and he agreed. I simply told him that there would be side effects.
I mean,
He was
I believe
willing to.
Took damage and is very in a weakened state now. If I'm
Please don't
Sure,
ambulance
yeah.
chase wizards. They don't care for it.
I'm more interested in finding one of these adventures that we have laid upon us now. One of the 4 ways I believe we can go. And in the travels, hopefully I can get a long rest here and there, so I'm not as exhausted. But looks like we have a bunch of different ways to go, friends.
Oh,
One
if
of
you're
them we're going to
also-
shelf. I'm guessing the hell one we're shelving.
Or if you do want money, I have another experiment I need to try.
What would that be?
I've discovered a more esoteric sort of spider that requires the eggs to be implanted in living flesh.
Pass.
But I'd be quite willing
Gotta
to
go.
offer money in exchange for being a host for these spiders. I'm nearly certain they don't kill when they erupt from their eggs.
Nobody's certain.
And
I was just
what is the
sitting there looking
benefits of this?
horrified as soon as you said spiders.
I'm gonna ask for Kaido how much money because he's broke.
There is no amount of money.
How much money, out of curiosity?
Would you accept 100 gold?
Each?
Oh, well, whoever's getting implanted, yes.
Each spider.
No.
Oh.
Are these
I
like
mean, if
telepathic
you're thinking about this, I would
spiders,
drive a
or-
hard bargain.
I think we probably don't need any spider, and I can't help but wonder if that would cause some long-term impact to his ability to seek out those adventures we were just talking about.
Well,
Yeah, I
it would
think that's
simply be
why-
a case of I implant the spider. Once it reaches maturity, it erupts. Then you would need to simply kill the creature and bring it back to me.
Do you have to use the word erupt? Yes. Yes. It is
Lucian
integral to
starts
the
rolling up
process.
his
Will
sleeves. Is
erupt out
this
of your
like
skin, Kaido.
Yes.
where do we inject this spider?
So is this a routine owlectomy, or?
Well, it would be throughout the body, generally in the torso. Alternatively,
See,
I have
I've
some
done enough
diseases I
experiments
would
for
like
one
to
day.
test the effects on.
I don't
Kind of
suppose
disease.
you make much of a study of necromancy, do you?
I dabble. Are you interested?
I am. I'm an adherent of the Church of Eidos, and necromancy is our stock and trade. But I'm looking to approach things academically as well as spiritually, if you understand me.
I'm more interested in the academic portion, but I could certainly assist you. Are you interested in any specific questions?
I'd just like to continue honing and refining my craft, and trying to find materials and resources for that in a place where they kind of frown on necromancy is a little difficult. I'm sure you understand.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm not bothered by any things like that for my studies. I would highly recommend becoming a powerful wizard. But
Does
that may
seem to
not
work
be
out.
in the wheelhouse of the majority of you. So, if you become acquainted with an academic organization or a scholarly organization, they typically have access to a variety of reagents that would be useful and are acquired legally, or at least without any legal hassle.
I see. Well, I'm working on that front right now, but things are slow moving.
Let me see here. I could possibly provide something. I'll tell you what. Swing by here on the way back from your excursions, whenever that may be, and I will provide you I'll look through my library and see if I can find any necromantic texts that may assist you.
I appreciate that.
So about that spider.
Yes, are you interested in the implantation?
Fuck yes, let's go.
Nice. Fuck yes.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I will, you stay here. He points to you, Lucian. Come with me. We'll head into we'll head to, my back chamber for some surgery.
Can I watch?
From
a
we're
distance.
We're just gonna time jump this, right?
Yeah.
Smash cut to screaming from outside of the house.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be quite unconscious when this occurs.
Great. Now the spider. Anything I need to know about the gestation purposes? Do I need to feed it, eat any vitamins or anything to help it grow?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Just eat normally as you would.
It doesn't
Or
need
however
help
you
growing.
feel.
No
Quite the
prenatal
opposite.
vitamins or anything like that?
You'll
No,
need
just-
these suppressants.
Pretend that it's not inside you.
No problem.
How long, if you're doing this, how long does it take to develop?
Well, that's what I'm interested in. Actually, if you could be so kind as to record any notes concerning the physical changes you may experience or anything of that nature, it'd be very helpful.
Okay, no problem. And you said 250 gold?
No, I said 100 gold.
But we can kick it to 250, right?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna put a luck.
Okay.
Chamber of luck. Okay. 11.
No. Although, I'll tell you what, if you're come back after your spider excursion and let me infect you with a specific disease I'm studying, I will provide you money, and you seem the scholarly sort. I could even provide you a spell scroll.
Oh, yes, I do love those.
Lucian, my friend, you're digging a deep hole for yourself.
It's
Purveying the dark arts takes sacrifice.
I think it's the only way he'll learn.
Well, it's not dark arts. I'm doing this as a study to help other people. I want to study the effects of the disease so I can help anybody who ends up infected with it. I wish to study the effects of the spider so I can see how it gestates, and if anybody is also infested with it, I could find a baseline for how the spiders will gestate, how they will act, and cures for their poison, if any. Just be sure to take a lot of notes, but I need
You didn't
field
mention
testing.
poison before.
It's a spider. I imagine they're filled to the brim with it.
No special powers in these spiders, right? Just normal spidery things.
Just chock full of poison.
Hashtag spidery things.
I don't really know. That's why I wish to study it.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll report back. How can I get in contact with you?
Just swing by on the way back.
Well, I live in Vaxfall, so,
So,
we might
what-
not be back here for a while.
As
Oh.
one of the guys who might need to kill the thing when it
Or
hatches.
Lucian.
No, you will not kill my baby. What are you talking about?
That's what
the
he
whole point.
requested.
I think he
You-
wants
No,
to kill it.
no, he said bring
birth
it
it?
back to him.
No,
can
he said kill it and bring
kill
it
it
back.
and bring it back.
kill
to
it
him.
and bring it back.
I
We're
don't
not
need a
killing
live
this spider.
specimen, although if it's fresh, that'd be best.
Yes.
Can you-
well, this
can
will
you
be my
tell
baby
me-
now, so
What
We'll be
sort
alive.
of traits this spider has that you're studying? I mean,
Oh.
surely you know at least a little about it.
Most of it is via a... Actually, Varen brought me the eggs. Varen cuts in. The spider itself was discovered in a Arwellan lab under some measure of stasis. It's possible they were experimenting with it to increase its capabilities. For what purpose, I'm not sure, whether being an attack animal or possibly to milk its venom to use in poison, or if for the sheer interest in knowledge. But I've discovered it, but found that the attempts to cause it to hatch naturally have failed. The notes that I uncovered indicated that it does appear to be having to be implanted within living flesh.
Is it a xenomorphian?
Guess you'll find out. I mean, I did get the Alien RPG book that I'm a little eager to test out.
Yeah.
Nobody will harm my spider baby.
Piffle looks at the ground and thinks about how he might have to murder Lucian.
No!
I will kill the spider.
No! I'm my spider baby.
It's
No.
just I don't believe this wizard situation.
You're like
you know,
speed running a
you could
psychotic
hatch a
break.
spider, you could become a spider. There's a lot of things that can happen here, and I'm just preparing myself for any eventualities.
Well,
Listen, I didn't say anything when you guys willingly took a curse from some death god. You give me my spider baby.
That wasn't a curse. I mean,
That wasn't a curse. That was us getting out of the Shadowfell.
Varen cuts in. Oh, he's not a death god.
What is he?
He, well, once was like me.
Wizard?
Yes.
Really interesting.
Oh, yes, he was a member of my Tellar.
Fascinating. He's been pretty good to us so far, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's always an interesting sort. He's the true source for any necromantic knowledge, if you're interested.
Well, we owe him one more favor, so I'm sure we'll have occasion to see him again.
Perhaps, or you could visit him in the Shadowfell. Thinking of, I should visit him again. It's been so long.
If, depending on when you do that, we might be interested in tagging along if you'd have us.
Entirely possible. I'll consider it.
At least I would be, not to volunteer the
I'm
whole party.
not
I'd
sure
love to
where
see
my...
those little beasties again.
I've never been there.
It was cool.
It was interesting. I'll give it that.
There's like a raven queen that we left behind. We should definitely check her out.
Sounds cool.
What, are you gonna try to stick your dick in her too?
I will
Open a
refrain
dick
from
in a
commenting for Lena's sake.
I'm in front of the rabbit.
Yes, Ed, but yes.
A rabbit.
But certainly, I could consider bringing you. It's simply the fact that this is more than simply visiting a friend. This is, or even more than a colleague. This is, well, won't bore you with the details, but the point remains. I will consider it.
Appreciate it.
At this point, Victor comes back with a bag of money and hands it over to Lucian on 100 gold.
250, I thought was it.
He takes
he
a
could
single
put
gold
beer
out of the
in-
bag,
you could
99
cover it.
gold.
99 bottles of beer on the wall? Sure, 99 bottles of beer. 99 gold for a spider baby. I'll take it.
Let's see here. Bellis cuts in. Oh, Victor, don't tease him. He'll need that money considering what's a... I can't imagine a spider bursting out of him is going to be the most pleasant experience.
You really doing this?
Yes, stick it in me.
What? How long of a?
Sounds exciting. Let's do it.
He's testing the gestation period, right?
Did you
Yeah, he
agree to
doesn't know.
100 gold for this?
I tried to convince him for more, but he didn't.
And a
work, so-
quest that follows us everywhere we want.
I would have been after 1,000 gold for this.
I
minimum.
can't wait till we're,
I'm all
we're
for
face to
this.
face with a dragon and the freaking spider bursts out right at that.
It's gonna be a great.
I
No,
support
he's
you,
gonna be
Lucian.
in
I'm
bed
so
with
excited.
his girl from the other
Oh
time.
my god!
Oh,
This
babe,
is so
I
good.
For one more?
Actually, I must admit, you're a group
Spider baby daddy.
that is more interested in my experiments than most. If I have other
Oh, yeah,
things
let's
I
get
could...
this let's get this spider in him. I can't wait to see the catastrophic point that it comes out.
I actually have contacts with the Dragonfire Foundry and the production of black powder. I am introducing magical reagents to it to create a more potent sort of explosive. Would you be willing to test some of it out? I've never actually had a chance to test it yet, so I'm not sure the actual effects.
Test as in
Yeah, what are we
on
testing?
something?
We would need a
Like blow something up? Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's our specialty.
we would
He
need firearms, I think. Or
We almost
Well,
blew up your
I'm-
house. I mean,
more interested in the actual powder itself.
How do we test it?
This would need a field test. I would need you to actually utilize it in combat in order to make sure that it works properly.
like on a dragon? Would it hurt a dragon?
I don't know, maybe.
It would. Only one way to find out.
How do we ignite it? Just regular fire?
Victor. Victor leaves. Comes back a few minutes later with 3 grenades. They each have
Fuck yeah, grenade.
a different. So these are basically a small metal cylinder, approximately softball sized.
Okay.
There is a little wick directly at the top, and each of the 3 has a colored band around it. There's a blue, red, and green band around the 3 different grenades. Like 3 different iterations. Just go ahead and try them out. See what happens.
Splendid. Like all at the same time?
Well, you certainly could if you would like. And just make sure to record your results.
Okay.
the difference between messing around and science is writing it down.
What
Well, I will be right back. I have to use the restroom. Please don't agree to anything worse than this yet.
Worse than
2 spider babies.
I was gonna say at least we're probably in the thick of it, but knowing this group,
considering hazard pay here, what are we talking about?
The joy of explosives?
Yes, definitely. So,
I'm glad you agree. Perfect.
Well,
Sold.
that's joyous, but maybe he will do it for free. I'm not gonna just blow myself up for free.
Yeah.
I could provide you
we
100
turn
gold.
down free grenades. Otto, come now.
Yeah, and if you blow up with your spider baby because you don't know how to use it, you're gonna be getting brought back to life to give him back his money.
Oh, that's a good point. You there, Lucian, please don't you use the grenades or be near them when they explode. It may cause issues with my previous experiment.
Exactly. So,
I'll take the grenade.
well, I'll take one, but depends on
It's the color you're choosing.
the hazard pay for this. We're taking a massive risk here. And that means you might not get your results if we die.
How about 100 gold?
Done. Done.
You know,
For each grenade?
Each?
I don't know. I think you can do a lot better if gold doesn't mean anything to you guys.
Oh, it means a lot to me. I actually have to pay for things. Varen here can go to some elemental plane just full of diamonds and grab whatever he desires.
What?
Baron, let's go do that.
Oh, I don't really have a need to do that right now.
What the fuck? Hook a brother up?
Don't hook a brother up. Make him earn it.
I need some diamonds.
No,
I'll
I'm
take those
fine.
grenades if nobody wants them.
We're trying to get paid to take
Oh,
them.
is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
We're trying to get more-
I will not take it for less than 200 each.
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah, 200 each sounds about right. You want me to do it at advantage, or
I would like you to do it at advantage. Yes, I would like to
I'll try my
help
best.
Otto with this one.
I will give you not 200 each. I'll give you it for 50 gold each for a total of 150.
You just went from 100 each to.
No, I went from 100 total to 150. A 50% increase.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm broke. I will take that. I will take that bet.
He hands you the 3 grenades and a bag of 150 gold.
All right. Does anybody want to take one of these grenades?
Hell no.
Nobody. Okay.
I reckon I should probably not, because I'm probably going to be the one to patch you up whenever whatever happens.
I also got 150 gold though. I don't know if you.
I'll take a grenade.
I'll take that if you want.
No, that's fine. I'll hold on to the 150 gold.
We
I
will
love your
disperse the
gumption.
grenades before the dragon fight.
Yeah. Are they all
Yeah.
the same color? Are the grenades different colors or anything like that, or the same exact thing?
They look almost identical. They are basically softball-sized metal spheres with a little wick at the top, but the indication, the difference, the three grenades are that one has a red stripe around it, one has a blue stripe around it, and one has a green stripe around it.
Oh, sick. Does anybody want any of these, or do you want me to just hold on to them?
Hold on to
anyone?
them with disperse
Let's hold on to
dragon
them
time.
until we
Okay.
use them.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my inventory then.
Out of character. You should go back to that warehouse where they tried to like get you with the bounty hunters and use it in there.
Yeah, right.
Kids like science.
I'm just kidding because I like being in a town where they don't hate me.
Hey, you got like 3.
So I will ask, like, do you have any like hypothesis on how big of an explosion this will be?
Not at all. That's why I'm testing it out. Now, my initial idea is that I would like for it to be a more profound explosion. I would like for it to be larger and more damaging. But we'll see what happens.
So what's the difference between the 3 colors?
Whatever reagents I mixed into the black powder that I hope will cause it to explode more. Might I recommend just standing far enough back before you set it off and then throw it to the max distance to be safe?
That,
Are they
Yeah,
supposed to have different
that's-
effects?
I'm
what's your-
thinking about just like flying up and just dropping them. To be
What's your
honest, with you.
recommended?
Nice, good
what's
call.
your recommended max distance?
how hard can you throw?
I'm just gonna fly up and drop them. Is
What's the
what I was
fuse
thinking.
time?
Might I recommend
on
throw
these?
it hard and run?
Gotcha.
What's the fuse
Fair.
time? How long do they need to blow
I
once
don't think
it's
this guy knows.
Funny
You
enough,
must know the fuse length. Come,
that's a 3-second fuse.
3-second fuse.
Or
Cooking
basically an
Attack alarm.
action in a turn. Isn't that fun?
Okay.
If you're really nervous, though, I could possibly get you a longer fuse that would take 9 seconds.
Sounds way better. Let's do that.
I've had
No,
bad
that's a turn and a
experiences
half.
giving these guys access to fuses.
Yeah, there's a
Anyway,
missing
we
count.
saved a whole town.
Yeah, don't you regret saving that count now though?
Fuck no. Fuck that guy.
You should have left them in there.
Well, it would have
No.
taken a lot of decent folk with him, unfortunately.
Trying to keep my karmic equation even at
Anyway.
least.
Well, I'm certainly glad to meet you all. It's rather impressive finding anyone who's interested in assisting me with my magical experiments. I'm sure to come up with something more when you return.
Great.
Oh boy.
Listen, this guy's always broke. I'm gonna point at Kaido. He's like, so if you can give him decent money, he will probably test anything.
He will
True.
die for you.
Except for the spiders. I won't do the spiders, but everything else. Yeah.
Spider babies.
Nah,
I am
would do
interested
that
in testing this specific spell. The only problem is it causes you... You need to die first.
hey, Otto, that's up your level, right? Don't you want to see your wife
I
eventually?
mean, I can just have him teleport me there now, so that's like
Oh.
completely out of your
Uh,
warehouse to use.
Well,
you have a
it-
spell
it-
that kills you? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, I have many
Avada
spells that
Kedavra.
kill you, but
Yeah.
I have spells that will then bring you back. Normally under the purview of the more religious, but that's why I would like to expand it into the wizards area.
I mean, spell to
listening?
bring you back is good, but spell to kill you, I don't know.
I mean, I have that if you would like.
I mean,
I think
It's-
that's the easy way.
It's completely painless.
This spell turns you inside out. I think we're probably good on that front, at least for now.
I'm good.
Just consider it.
We'll definitely
I'd
will.
definitely be willing to provide you 500 gold for that experiment.
500
You
gold
die
to kill
and then
us?
come back to life?
Yes. Mind you, you also have to
Uh,
be careful because I don't know if it'll actually work, so I suppose you might want to designate a next of kin.
Hey guys, while you're at it, you want to see if he wants to buy any of your blood or other fluids?
Sure. Yeah. I've
Yes,
got
we're
lots
giving
of
up
fluid.
life right now. I feel like blood and fluids
If
are
you're gonna do
pretty
that, I'll hold the
low.
tricorn so it doesn't get damaged.
No,
So
I'm not. I'm not
come
gonna do that. I'm good. I'm too exhausted to make a decision like that. But when I get back, maybe I'll think about it.
Dear God.
Catch me on one of my low days, then yeah, maybe I'll take it.
And clearly, he's got some good stuff. He must be onto something here.
It's just a thought.
Hold on to that thought.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we'd best get a move on then.
Yeah.
I
Well-
have a spider baby now.
You have a spider baby. You are. I don't even know how to describe it. You have
yes,
you are
spider
implant.
baby.
You have multiple magic spider eggs implanted in your torso.
Multiple. Oh, okay, I thought it was
Ew.
one.
And then he shoved that shit in there and he sewed it up, and it's really gross, and nobody wants to see it.
What can I just ask? Like, is this like a dermal injection? Like where? Like I don't have like.
Just a
my
cluster.
uterus.
I wasn't.
Where,
I didn't
where
act.
is he injecting this?
It's more in your stomach area.
In my stomach area. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
And you only got paid 100 gold for this.
99 actually.
They gave you the full 100.
90
It was just Victor Fisk being a little.
Sassy boy.
Yeah.
Once Piffle's a little bit more wealthy, I think. What can I get Lucian to do for money is going to be.
I mean, unless you have spider babies, I don't know. He needs a lot of money. Spider babies just sounds awesome.
I mean, he could probably lie to you about Spider Baby. He doesn't do something.
True facts. You could
I
try.
would never lie to you. You're my friend. Dear
Spider
God.
babies.
Now here's 2 gold. Here's some Spider Babies.
Don't spend it all in
Totally.
one place.
I heard that cackle in the background.
Yep. Yep.
Is that Ed?
No, that's my
That
roommate.
wasn't me.
it
But I-
sounded a little bit like
I was literally gonna cackle.
Well, then, I will be sure to think up some more experiments I've been itching to try and have willing volunteers now.
He's like a nicer Melkor.
The Count's been very adamant that I find willing volunteers.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And if anybody is interested in planting spiders into you, I do need to repeat this experiment a few times to ensure,
Using the scientific method.
Yep.
Well, we do have this network of urchins through Piffle that we could probably get on
Oh
board.
no.
No, no,
no.
we're not.
That's
No.
scandalous. That is a scandalous suggestion, Lucian.
But
Let's
we
not
could give
implant
them like
children
50
with
gold
spider
and
babies.
like 50
My
for the
urchin
finder's
network
fee.
is for important work.
Yeah,
for
let's
us.
put them to work making my spider baby army.
Oh god.
You really do think like a wizard. I got to give you that.
Are you saying you think I can't suggest a spider? Oh, okay.
I actually am saying I don't think you can suggest a spider.
All right. So now that we're here in the training field, what can we fight?
Would you like to fight something?
A demon. Can you summon a demon for us to fight?
Oh my god.
Like a Balrog, like
I
something
really would
real
rather you did.
meaty.
Maybe. I haven't really prepared anything like that.
Just like I don't know. I guess Kaido's a little tired now. Fuck.
I mean, I'm down to go towards one of our destinations. I am itching for a fight, friend.
Me too. We have an opportunity.
So
Take
I'm
it.
down, but for the lack of picking one and then everybody taking a swig and sighing for my decision, I'm letting the group decide. I've already taken 3 grenades and mysterious liquid from someone, so my cap for the day is filled.
Yeah, let's fucking drop one of those bad boys on like a Balrog.
I'm so down, but I'm gonna let the group decide here on. where
I
we're
think
gonna
we
go.
should probably look at getting a more reliable source of income than a spider implantation.
Just any
Yeah, the
magical
economy's fucking
experiment.
in the bucket right now.
That's some like fucked up Flintstone shit. Just like it's a living.
Oh, I have lots of magical experiments, but I need time to prepare them. Actually, speaking of demons, I am interested in summoning a rather powerful demon.
Yes.
I want to see if the spell is successful, but then I need somebody who can actually fight it and ensure that it is removed from this plane again.
We will fuck it
What
up,
kind of-
and
What
you
I
can
have
help
to-
us too.
What kind of demon is
And
this?
what is it, Valros? What's his name? He can help us too.
Varen?
Baron. What do you say, Baron? You up for slaying a demon real quick? For shits and giggles.
No, not.
juiced up.
I
Maybe
don't
we
really
should
need
start
to.
with a beginner demon and not a powerful demon.
We have 3 very strong wizards here. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Where's the third one?
Well,
And clearly, Lucien is the third.
the spell is currently under a. I guess it's a draft. It's a draft of the spell. I need some more time to get it
we
ready.
don't know- What kind of demon are you looking to summon with this spell?
Ooh, I was.
Devil himself.
Oh, a very powerful one. I'm more interested. You see, certain infernal worshippers have ways to summon lesser demons, or what they would call a greater demon, which is more middling. I really want something powerful.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Mostly this,
Why
though,
do you
is...
want to?
Well, this is actually the case of I need a powerful demon. I need to create the spell and have it be workable each and every time. And then from there, I can develop ways to combat demons and devils, or send them back to where they came from more.
Which would help us on our quest to hell, and maybe even weaken a stronger player in hell.
You understand that that'll
At
be
the
the work
same
of
time.
years. That's not something he's going to do next week if you summon a demon today. And also, we're not summoning a demon today.
Come on, what are you afraid of?
What
The
happened to-
demon!
Don't you have like radiant magic and shit to kill his ass? Let's go.
And the other thing is I must be careful. This is a kind of spell that could cause trouble if it falls into the wrong hands, you understand?
Yeah, so we'll give it to him.
Right, so what would you guys like to do today?
And you want to kill a dragon?
Sure, I'm down.
And start making our way out that way.
Can you teleport us to the dragon? Can you take us there?
I don't know where the dragon is, but you said it was north of Sulsanis?
Hey, can you teleport us to
Could
Silsanis
you
at least?
drop like
No, north
I
of
have a map,
Silsanis.
right, Ian?
Yeah, you have a map.
Can you drop this off, like, and I can point here on the map once we're done, like in this area.
Let's see, yeah, if you pull out a map, and actually thinking about it, he would have a map of,
Well, if there's
Viderheim as
any
well.
Arwell and ruins nearby, they might have those guide stones to teleport to.
I could bring you up north of Sulsanis if that's what you're interested in.
That's where we were
Mhm,
heading
mhm.
originally.
I'm ready. My
We can do
body's
the
ready for
dragon, then we
teleportation.
can come back, do the bounty and the ruins on the south once we ask them where it is in Kirog, and then we can go back to Tolva, do that
Oh, yeah.
one, and then go back to Vexfall.
I'm down.
Okay, well, I'm slightly familiar with the area. I've never, funny enough, been to Sulsanis, but I've seen it across
We
the
do not
river.
want to go to Silsanis, to be clear.
Oh, yes, no, I'll put you just north of it, which I'm somewhat familiar with.
Good enough for me.
Good nuts.
Do we need anything before we actually go out there?
We need mental
I mean,
health.
we've done a lot of research, and it hasn't gotten us very far.
I'd like a
We should
long
just-
rest before we actually fight
do
a
it.
dragon, but we could do that when we get there.
I'll just tell you
Yeah,
that
we probably won't find it right away.
you're interested in dragon, but you know what? I always say field research is the best way to get information, which is why I'm sending you out to do it.
Fair enough. Well,
Let's... All right, let's go.
Ready.
All right. He casts a spell, and he
Nice one.
is going to then.
I'm so ready. I'm like
That's
so fucking
awesome.
ready. I'm just.
Let's see here, 95.
oh
Okay.
god.
95? Wait, what did you just roll?
This isn't Dark Heresy. Higher is, I think, better. I think.
Yep. So with that, you are immediately teleported directly north of Silsanis from where you were. You are within sight of the city walls, but are several hundred feet from them.
Nobody sees us, right? I'm just like quick look.
You're just on a kind of dirt path up north from Silsanis. You don't really see anybody on the road. It's actually very odd because you didn't actually feel anything. You just shifted from this training field that was made to look like outside to the actual outside. You notice very suddenly that there was no air, like no wind flowing. Now you are suddenly hit by like wind blowing in your face, where before it was warm, around sitting at like room temperature. Now it's very cold as you are in early winter, and you're out of the city of Kirok.
Well,
Nice.
Any signs to say there's like a town north or whatever?
We see a dragon.
You just see a dirt road heading north.
Let's go
well,
north.
we could stop into the town itself and ask them if they've gotten any direct reports of it, or we could just keep heading along the road north.
No, like we're right outside Silsanis.
Yep.
We're not going
Yeah.
back into Silsanis.
Yeah, no, Silsanis is
So we
a
just
bad,
need to
bad
head north.
place for
We're
us.
going north.
Who's got good tracking? Anybody want to?
Me.
Burn, yeah.
Okay. I
What are
don't
we-
think I can assist you unless is it a survival check or a nature?
To head north would be survival.
Graham's good at survival too, no?
I've got a good wisdom score, but I'm not trained in it.
I'm trained in survival, so can I assist Fern in maybe
Yeah.
tracking for dragon? Is that what we track for?
We have to go north to find the towns that they're attacking.
Okay, then I guess we would just follow the
I guess
trail
we'll
up.
just follow the dirt road
Yep.
for now.
And keep
Follow
an
the
eye out
yellow
for
brick road.
keep an eye out for bounty hunters.
Well, to be
Well,
fair,
to be
we
fair,
probably
we're out of the
did a good
walls
job
now,
of
so
losing
we
them
can
that
actually-
way.
We're out of the city like limits, so we can
Yeah.
murder them now.
Hestia, Lucian, can you send Hestia?
Nope.
Really? Oh, jeez.
That's just tired.
All right, never mind. Let me just.
Oh yeah, I can.
Not
Can
feeling
do
it, homeboy.
existence and does a little scouting for the party.
Okay, have her do a perception check.
I know how to do this.
Can I make a perception as well from the ground?
Yeah, you could do a perception.
Never mind.
Okay. Actually, so, I mean, Graham, you just see a lot of snow. Like the snow is not thick. It's like not a deep snow. It's maybe an inch on the ground, but it is not melting. And you do see like cart tracks and footprints on the actual dirt road itself. That is only partially covered in snow. Hestia, however, goes up and she does see that there are cart tracks, footprints that are leading north of Silsanis into a kind of thicker section of the forest just north of it. And it does appear to be there is a small amount of smoke in the distance.
Is there smoke in the distance? Should we go?
Well, we may as well.
Hmm?
How far out?
This would be about a mile or two.
Okay. So we've done plenty across country for that gauntlet.
All right,
so
let's go.
let's get it going.
Let's go.
Okay.
Good.
So
What
is.
time of day is it by chance?
Funny enough, I was about to say it's actually past lunchtime. It's like 2 or 3 p.m. You do see that the sun is starting to get a little lower, but you still have like a couple hours of daylight left.
Ido's gonna be holding us back a little bit here.
I am. I'm half speed, so I will be at the back of the group.
Actually, that does remind me. Yeah, you can't travel. You have to go
Wait,
as
you know
fast as your slowest member, so you're going to be going at half speed.
Hang on. Give me 10 minutes. I'll summon Reggie. And
Source? Oh, Reg.
Zorse is probably rotting in Baxfall right now because the spell probably wore off.
Oh yeah, he's currently dead. Like dead. I literally just left him like a Build-A-Bear workshop in the fucking corner of the stable.
All right. So
It's cool. He's got to
I'll
talk.
summon Reggie and then I'll like write Reggie and
The
I don't
AC
think
is
I'm
on
gonna-
and he's listening to his favorite music.
You didn't unsummon Reggie, so Reggie.
Well, he could have. I guess he could have been following me.
No, I
Like,
think
you know-
you would have left Reggie in Vaxfall, so he would have immediately traveled from Vaxfall to North of Silsanus
Okay. You. So let's go.
telepathically.
Yeah.
What? I had hay. Not that I need to eat mine, but
Yeah. All right. I guess. Let's go.
Go where? You just brought me here. I don't know what we're doing.
We're going north. And
Okay.
He drank a potion and he's sick and he's literally a sloth right now.
Do you,
Yeah,
do you
sounds
want me
good.
to like drag him?
If he deserves it later, we can.
Wait, what is this? What did you just summon? Who's this in front of us?
This is my horse.
Otto, do you want me
Oh,
to
he's got a
like?
lot of fucking attitude.
Oh no, this is all telepathic.
No.
It's like telepathically. Otto, do you want me to like
No, we don't
just
have to
kick
drag
him
yet.
to death? You know, like I can do it quick.
Yeah,
Like
we-
he won't feel a thing. Is that what we're talking about?
No, because he's got 3 things that could blow up and kill us all.
That's the objection.
Oh, okay, I
Right when
understand.
he says
You
that, I
will, come
jump
on.
up right on top of the horse. He's got 3 orbs that are extremely unstable. Alley-yup! Giddy up, horsey. Oh my god.
Well, he just comes back.
He looks like that horse that's haunted by the soul of a small Victorian child.
Anyway,
Otto, I'm going to tell you right now, telepathically. I know I'll come back, but I'm not going to ride him into combat and have him blow himself up on top of me.
no, he's on his own for combat.
Remember when Lucian was updating firmware and I was heavy petting him? Now I am proceeding to do the same thing on the horse. Good horse.
I'm going to tell
forward,
Kaido
horse.
if
Do you want to
you
get kicked
bother-
off the horse?
I'm going to, and like, if you bother him, he's gonna shoot you off a cliff, and you're gonna explode when you hit the floor.
I'm literally just petting your horse.
He telepathically contacts you again, Otto. You know, Otto, we can actually maintain this telepathic communication for an entire mile, and then he just takes off with with Kaido on his back as fast as he can gallop.
Well, I guess we're following the horse.
Off we go.
Can't the horse carry 2? So I'm sure we'll be on the.
It can carry 2 in traveling, not in combat.
Yeah, we're
Fine.
traveling.
Yeah. All right. So you take off, both of you together in the woods.
I assume Fern is on Aurora.
Yes. Following.
All right. So you travel into the woods, following this dirt path. Go ahead and make a survival roll to successfully follow this path through while it is partially covered in snow.
All of us?
No,
Just somebody. Oh, Kaido.
Oh.
Yeah, Kaido, from the back of your horse. Actually,
you both
and
did it.
Fern, from the back of Aurora, are able to rather successfully travel up on the trail still. You're able to easily find the divots of snow that you realize have been freshly covered, like footprints and track marks, so you are able to rather successfully, follow it continuously.
I'm supposed to be at a disadvantage
Oh, yeah.
because of exhaustion, so never mind. I don't see shit.
You're like, that's snow.
Look at that.
Actually, Reggie veers to a bit off the path and hits a branch covered in snow, and it kind of falls on you.
Falls on me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not sure how
Does
many
it
horses
take-
you've ridden on before, but this is an incredibly rough trip.
Does he take damage for that?
No.
Tricorn mitigated it.
So what does the trail say that Fern has seen?
It just is the trail north that you were attempting to follow still, as it is being been covered by snow.
I guess we just keep following along. Would we like to stealth or just keep on continuing on same pace?
I think we might as well just go.
Okay.
Keep going.
We continue forward.
All right. Takes you a little bit more. Takes about 2 hours to cover the actual trip up north. Eventually, you stop seeing the fire, the smoke coming from the fire, and traveling through, you see a town that looks like it's been freshly torn down. The town itself is small. It's just a selection of buildings that have been destroyed, pummeled in some way. Looks like it was torn down by... We're not really sure exactly, but you do see that there was a small campfire in the center that has been put out. But looking around the town, it does look like it was freshly destroyed.
That ain't good.
Anybody around?
You don't see anybody.
Graham is gonna start looking among the wreckage for survivors and/or bodies.
Make an investigation check, please.
I would do the same. Can I separate, or I don't know how big?
Yeah, just do another one. We'll have you just get different stuff. Otto, you don't really find much. I mean, it looks like it was attacked by some hostile force rather than being torn down by the residents. Graham, looking around, you actually don't see anybody. You don't see any bodies or anything. You actually don't even see any blood.
Is there any footprints on the floor? Can I take a look around for that?
Yeah, do another investigation, please.
Can I D4 myself for this?
Yes.
I'm gonna need it.
Any footprints will have been covered up by freshly fallen snow, so you figure this probably occurred within maybe a day or two at the earliest, with the exception of some thick footprints leading from the campfire further up north.
How thick are these footprints?
Not covered by any snow. Looks to be somewhat heavy. So you would human size. So you suspect somebody who is bigger than Fiffle, smaller than a horse. So you figure somebody about your size and weight.
Just one person?
See 3 different footprint sets.
I'm not seeing any bodies. That seems a little unusual.
They could have seen this coming and evacuated.
Maybe. Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Let's sneak around and see if they're hiding underneath the floorboards or something.
You lift up the roof of a destroyed house. Aha! Oh, it's
Can I
just
do
a dead
another?
10-year-old.
Can I take another walk around and investigate again before we leave?
You think you've done a pretty thorough job, unfortunately. Nothing's really standing out to you. You've gone around a couple of times and only have really seen that.
Well,
Want to follow the footprints?
yeah, I assume you told us all about
Probably.
finding
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Everyone be ready.
All right. Let's follow footprints.
Okay. You follow the footprints. Go ahead and make a survival roll. Just one of you.
Can I do it?
Yes.
All right. Assist. I guess Kaido would assist.
Yeah, you can do it with advantage.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. You're able to follow the footprints further north, heading... You travel an additional hour following these footprints on the trail north. Eventually you reach a point where the footprints are obscured. It looks like whoever was walking has covered them up.
Maybe they spotted us.
Actually, and with that 24, you have crossed a sign that would normally be pointing like on the road, and instead shows it has been pulled out of the ground and tossed down, and it has just been gotten a thin layer of snow over it. The sign has pointing south and is written on it Silsanus.
And what else? Does it have another name or anything like that?
No, looks like it's been broken and obscured.
Does the
I
other
wonder why
piece
they-
look around here?
You don't really see anything in this immediate area.
Would my map we have say where there would be another town like this?
The map you have only shows the large cities. Basically, think of what you're looking at on Roll20. That's what you're seeing.
Gotcha.
Investigation to see if we can find the covered up tracks.
Yeah, you could do an investigation.
Can I D4 myself for this?
Yeah.
I'll assist you.
Okay. God knows I need it today. Advantage.
Nice.
All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah, they've been attempted to be obscured, but you're able to follow the tracks off the trail into the woods. Following the tracks, you notice that where before it was at a steady walking pace, now the footprints are getting longer and longer. They're going deeper and deeper. It looks like whoever was walking broke out into a jog and then into a run. Eventually, you travel into the woods and you find where it stops and just a smear of blood covering the snow in the forest here.
Oh,
Wow.
fresh is this blood.
Oh no.
It's not covered in snow or anything. It's pretty fresh. Probably 3 hours at most.
I will investigate again.
Oh,
do.
assist.
Cool.
You
So take that to 1.
don't see much going on here. You see the blood. You see no tracks, and you notice that some storm clouds are actually rolling in rather fast. And with yeah, and it's getting darker. Like it's definitely close to it's dusk right now, and really that's part of the problem is you're having a hard time seeing at night.
Well, we might need to strike a camp. If we're close enough to the town, we could run back there. But otherwise, we're gonna have to make a field campfire and hope whatever did this ain't come back.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen an actual town other than the destroyed one a while back.
We're a good ways away from Silsanus now, yeah.
About 3 hours.
Yeah. So unless we want to travel 3 hours back, I think we're gonna set up here.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Graham will start breaking out a campsite.
I'll help out, but I'm exhausted, so I don't know how much help I'll be.
Okay.
Can help.
Okay. Yeah, what is everybody doing? So, Graham, Kaito, and Fern and Otto are making the campsite. Fiffle and Lucian?
Lucian's probably petting his damn belly. Poor baby.
Yeah, Fiffle is like
You know what?
staying out of
Lucian should
sight,
sleep by
smoking
himself
his
somewhere
pipe,
else.
trying to avoid doing work.
Fiffle, please make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Okay. Fiffle is pretty stealthy. And Lucian, you are just kind of hanging out.
Lucian is just going to be doing guard duty with Hestia, so with her vision, kind of scouting the area, make sure nobody creeps up on us.
Okay. Eventually, go ahead ahead, Graham, Auto, make a survival roll.
Damn it.
All right.
That's better.
With the two of you working together, you are able to clear out some of the snow. Not a lot of it. You're able to get a ring of rocks down, get some firewood. Fern went out and got some firewood, let's say, and you're able to start a small fire.
Once we have the campsite up, I would like to use cordon of arrows around it.
Okay. While that is going on,
Lucian, Fern.
Father, is that you?
Not again.
Join me.
Is he gonna
Return
say?
to the woods.
Uh-oh.
Did Lucian say that out loud?
Return to the forest.
Yes, he did. What? Where are you, Father? Show yourself.
Further in. Come north, follow me. Follow the sound of my voice, Lucian, Fern. The city is not for animals like us all.
Lucian, Fern, can you do me? Can you make wisdom saves?
Yeah, that laugh was appropriate, by the way.
Yeah. Wisdom save.
I cannot wait to tell my roommate about our adventures today. He will be horrified.
Okay. Wisdom save.
I just did. Okay, just like that. Oh, dang.
Fern. Yeah, this voice. It's so familiar. It's like the voice of a favored family member, an old friend. And it's making so much sense. Yeah, you should go and visit them. You should go north. You're a rabbit girl. You have a wolf. Why are you in the city? Why are you, like, in civilization when you belong in nature? And you feel the pull to start going north. Lucian, you could stay if you really forced yourself, but this voice is very hard to resist. But you're pretty sure if you wanted to, you could stay at the campsite.
Lucian will not resist. He thinks it's his father still, even though last time he kind of saw it wasn't. He thinks maybe it might be this time, because his family was decimated and he never saw their demise. So he's still in search of them. So he will go.
God damn it.
Do we see them start to move?
They would take off rather quickly, but yeah.
I would react.
Actually, the
We're
one who
going
would
with
see
you?
it is the only one who would actually see it is Fiffle, who is hiding and doing his best to avoid nothing.
Oh, I was gonna turn in like channel divinity Fern, because Lucian's done this before, to like hold them in place.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see what this is. It will be fail. You know what, here. I think it's wisdom.
Okay, make another wisdom save, please. Yeah, which I believe passes.
Does it?
Yeah,
What-
probably.
Barely. 17 versus 16.
Yep. So yeah, Fern, Otto's attempt to stop you has completely failed. This voice is just too powerful.
Hang on. On a successful save, the creature's speed is half for 1 minute.
That's something.
Okay. So instead of 35, it would be
17.
Mount the wolf. Join me.
what about the wolf?
Climb atop your wolf and join me, Fern. You can run so much faster.
Oh no.
Yeah, already. I was expecting this.
No.
Let's go.
Are they compelled to follow the voice?
Well, yeah, Fern is. Lucian, while he was being pulled toward it, wasn't being forced to, but he has given in and has decided to follow it.
Yeah, he's weak.
So, would I get on to Fern and not Fern, Aurora, and
I
which
feel like I feel like that's another save you have to make.
Well, not quite, for the simple purpose that Aurora has to do what Fern says, and yeah.
I'm not chasing. I'm done chasing people. That was my effort for the day. I'm done chasing people.
I'll follow, but I am at half speed, so
I
I'll have
assume
to-
at some point Graham notices this, begins cursing, and takes off after them.
It would have been Otto and Fiffle that noticed mostly.
Okay, then
I'll jump on Reggie and I will try to intercept half-speed Fern before she gets on Aurora.
It would be the remaining half of her speed to mount Aurora, but then Aurora can take off at full speed.
Wait. How does...
To mount a creature, it takes half your movement speed.
Which is... So this guy got... 8?
So
speed
you
is halved.
so you cut Fern's speed in half
So how
by
far
the
from
fail.
Aurora was it?
Aurora would have been next to her.
I assume for this.
Look, there's gonna be a chase, okay? I had a chase in mind.
Yeah.
Oh, then forget it. I'm just...
Let it
you know what?
happen.
There's no
Just let it
chase because
happen.
Otto just says, fuck this. I'm done.
And we
I mean,
will
half our group went into the woods. We have to go.
Otto's done.
Okay. Well, the other half of the group will have to go, I guess.
well, we will pick this up next week, and we're gonna stop right here.
Otto is done. Otto's not chasing anybody.
Well, what the hell? We'll go to hell for you, but you won't go into the woods for
Yeah.
us. This is
You...
bullshit.
We
Mhm.
chased for you
Bullshit.
last time, okay? And
It's a
you did the
spell
same
cast
shit
on me.
again.
Well, what do you want from me?
You should have blocked it, Lucian.
He did block
Counterspell.
it. He chose to chase after it.
Well, Fern's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave her alone. It's my girl Fern. She got lots of snacks.
Yeah.
Plus, my dad might be out there. Like, what? I have to.
So we will stop recording here, and we'll pick this up next week.